Hello and welcome on 360 Sports on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. It's time to look at the activities in the world of sport. Always very juicy. So many news that will be coming from football. Well, Nigeria will be having, for the first time, the NNL is back. We'll be looking at the Nigerian National League, that the second tier of Nigerian Football League. And we'll also be looking at the MPFL for this weekend. A lot of football stories and others. So we'll also let you know that Winter Olympics actually started in Beijing, China. Well, we have to talk about all this as we also look at AFCON finals, the third place final that will be coming up between Cameroon and Burkina Faso will be starting today. Well, welcome you proper on the show. 360 Sport, we are here to give you weekend jump on sports. Joining me in the studio is Christopher Oyedele. Good to have you.
Thank you, Mr. Denny. Good to have you too.
And we'll also be linking Cameroon to have Jide Olushola, who will be telling us more concerning AFCON. Now, we start from the third place match that will be coming up today between the host nation, Cameroon, and Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso and Cameroon, they've met 10 times. Cameroon, they've won 5 times, and well, only one time that Burkina Faso defeated Cameroon, and they drew 4. That shows that if you look at it head to head, Cameroon really they've had an edge on Burkina Faso. But so far, football is not played with a record at times. It has to be with your performance. Today, between Burkina Faso and Cameroon, the third place match between these two nations will be a big one because Cameroon, the host nation, right now, they are still licking the wound of being dumped by Egypt for the finals.
Yes. It's going to be a tough hurdle for Burkina Faso to jump over. Cameroon, just like you rightly said, Mr. Denny, they are licking their wounds, having been dumped out of the final as host country. But with home support and their pedigree, I think Cameroon stand a better chance. I think they're a stronger team. Tactically, I want to give it to Cameroon. Even though Burkina Faso, my heart was with them. I played there for 2 years. I played with the club there, but just like you rightly said, it's not played on paper. I think Cameroon will have the day. Yes.
Okay, you believe that Cameroon will have the day. Why are you tilting towards Cameroon?
Cameroon, I think they have a better team. Tactically, they are better, and I think because if you look at their style of play, Cameroon is a more physical team, and I think they will bring their physicality into play. And with their home crowd, at least, like what we say in Nigerian parlance, at all, not bad. Yeah, third place is good enough. So I think they have the upper hand today.
Okay, while you are saying that, let's connect with Jide Olushola in Yaoundé, Cameroon. Let's have you, Jide. How are you?
Mr. Taiwo, good morning.
Good one. We've been looking at the third place match. Let's start with that. He has just analyzed, that is coming from Christopher Edele, that he's still towards Cameroon winning the match today for the third place between them and Burkina Faso. Are you standing on that too?
Absolutely, absolutely. I believe that Cameroon will win this game this evening. Because they are still, like you said earlier, they are still licking their wounds, and the boys are not happy expectedly. So I know that they will go out there this evening, or rather this night, and to ensure that they get the third place trophy. I mean, third place prize. There's no trophy for third place anyway. The third place, and try to make amends for losing out to Egypt on penalties. On Thursday. So it's going to be a very beautiful game as well again. But then you know that these two teams met earlier the first game to play at this competition, and Cameroon defeated Burkina Faso 2-1. So it's going to be a repeat of the very first game of this competition, and you should expect Abubakar, who has been firing goals on those cylinders, and Ekambi, to do the needful against Burkina Faso today. So I believe Cameroon will win this game this night.
Okay, looking at the fact that they won the first time they met the same AFCON, 2-1, but you know, at times football can just be dicey. Now, when you look at the Cameroonians, after losing to Egypt, what has it been like in Cameroon? The Cameroonians, their reactions?
Of course, it's expected that they were not going to be happy that their country, you know, lost out. Yes, some fans were said, okay, football is a game. Anybody can win or lose penalties. You know, while some fans, some overzealous fans were, of course, were not happy at all that they went on a little rampage on Thursday night, Friday morning, you know, trying to destroy some public facilities, you know. And some said this cup is ours, it's not leaving Cameroon. I don't know what they mean by that. Like, this cup is not leaving Cameroon. But of course, the cup surely leave Cameroon and either go to either Senegal or Egypt. But as is made, the fans were not so happy. Some took the defeat in good strides. Some could not take it at all. That they went to destroy some of their properties. And yesterday night, when I went to the stadium, you know, just to get got to see what's going on around, I saw that the soldiers were out there at the two stadiums, the Olympic Stadium and the Amadou Stadium as well too. They had already cordoned off so many parts of the stadium to prevent any kind of breakdown of law and order, you know, ahead of today's game. So security will be very, very tight today, definitely. And you know, stern-looking soldiers. I even approached one of them if I could snap that picture, you know, or something. No way. Just for them. It's going to be very tight one today for in terms of security, and I believe Cameroon also do the needful to get the third place finish.
Good one there. Now let's go to the big one for tomorrow on Sunday, where the Pharaohs of Egypt will be facing the Teranga Lions of Senegal. Senegal are rooting for the first time that maybe they can win the AFCON, while Egypt are looking for the 8th cup. How is it in Cameroon between Egyptian fans, Senegalese fans?
Of course, yesterday at the stadium as well, I was with some Egyptian journalists, and they all believe that their country will defeat Cameroon. Actually, will defeat Senegal, and they're optimistic that the cup will go back to Egypt for the 8th time. So tomorrow's game is, you know, the headline is between Mo Salah and Sadio Mane. Of course. Yeah, one of them will win, one of them will lose. So yesterday, I watched the press conference with Jurgen Klopp yesterday. He said, you know, that he's going to lose one of the players again for the next 3 or 4 days. That's because one of them will surely go back to his country to celebrate the victory, and while the other one will return immediately. So, but then, yes, unhappy. But then he said he knows that. Tomorrow's game is going to be a very beautiful game because both teams rode on their luck to get to the finals. They did not play fantastic football, none of them, but they went for the goal. During the match conference, Eleni said that they were not in Egypt to play beautiful football. They were in Egypt they're not in Cameroon to play beautiful football, but they're in Cameroon just to get the results. And I think that's what both teams have done. Both Senegal and Egypt, they are not in Cameroon to play sexy football or to wow their opponents, but to get the results. And they've done that very, very well. It's something close to what Jose Mourinho would do. I don't need to play football, just give me the results, and that's all. And that's what these both teams have done. They granted out the results any way they could, and they got the results and identified us. Nigeria that won the 3 games beautifully. Where are we? So it's not by playing beautiful football right now, but by playing to get the results, and which is what these 2 countries have done at all costs, and they're there. So any of them is a deserved winner of this tournament.
Good one there, Jide Olushola from Cameroon, giving us his own side of the story. Looking at the fans' reaction after the AFCON loss to Egypt, talking about Cameroonians, they were not happy, they went on rampage. He was just telling us there. But now things are calm, hoping that they will be able to win the 3rd place match today. And also, he said, well, between Mane and Salah, it will be a match to behold because the 2 players of Liverpool are ready to face each other. That will be on Sunday. We've been talking with Jide Olushola there. We want to appreciate your time with us, Jide. Thank you very much for joining us.
Anytime, any day. Thank you very much for having me.
When you say anytime, any day, we used to continue to stay in Cameroon. Oh my goodness, thanks for your time.
I'll be back there with you.
Okay. Jide Odushola there. Now, back to the studio. Let's look at your own view concerning tomorrow's match, Egypt-Senegal.
Thank you, Mr. Denny. Just as Jide has said, all the way from Cameroon, the two teams have not played beautiful football, anything close to beautiful football. They've just been grinding out results. Nigeria we dominated Egypt, but unfortunately, we were not able to go beyond the round of 16. And permits me to say that in this competition, Nigeria, I'm not talking just because I'm a Nigerian, but Nigeria actually played beautifully. But unfortunately, the god of soccer decided to desert us at this time. So be it as it may, the two teams are not prepared to play a beautiful game. So it could go either way. But for posterity, I wanted to go to, I'm sticking with Senegal, so that in the spirit of fair play, let it go round. Egypt, they have won the tournament 7 times. So I think Senegal should have it at least for once.
I like that. I think I like that. You're trying to...
Let's be fair.
You're trying to be fair now.
Yes.
Well, looking at what you just said, okay, since Egypt have won it 7 times, let it go around. Let Senegal...
Because they are both not playing well. So let Senegal have a taste of it.
Oh, that would be a nice one. But the Egyptians won't agree. They want to also win. They want to get it that for the next at least 8 times. The record on ground is that they are the country with the most wins in AFCON, as in winning it 7 times. So they want to continue to build on that, so that it will look like the way Real Madrid with Champions League. They want to give that gap. Cameroon were thinking or were working towards getting the 6th one.
Yes.
Why they were looking, at least they are looking at getting the 8th one. So you see that everyone wants to extend the gap. Extend the gap. Well, Nigeria will still be hoping to build on 3 times winning the AFCON. Hopefully in 2023, by the time we go to Cote d'Ivoire to play there, who knows? Maybe that will be our time. Despite playing good football, we couldn't get out of quarterfinals there. It was so painful, very, very painful. Our star of Nigerian Super Eagles. We'll be looking at the 3rd place match between Cameroon and Burkina Faso, and also the finals that will be coming up between the Liverpool players, Mane versus Salah, tomorrow. Well, that will be the place, Olembe Stadium. Jide Odushola just joined us, and we talked about it. And he also said, well, the fans will not be having it easy at all, talking about Cameroonians. Now we go on a short break to see the celebration from the Egyptians as they qualify for final, and the pains from the faces of the Cameroonians, both together.
Comme vous voulez, l'Égypte a un avantage important. On peut quand même marquer un penalty quand on fait. C'est lui qui pourtant a réussi à donner la qualification à cette formule.
Allô? On est...
Oh, il avait 4 partenaires devant les buts d'Onana. Il arrive à n'en toucher aucun. Il avait la tête dans la surface, l'extérieur du pied, c'est repoussé plein axe, c'est sorti en... Tous les supporters rêvent de voir les Lions indomptables défier les Lions de la Teranga.
C'est compliqué, renversement sur renversement. Bon là c'est une erreur qui peut arriver.
Mohamed Abdelmonem. Il n'est pas pris, on est...
C'est pas très bien parce que ça paraît étonnant qu'il y ait un hors-jeu là.
Si fait une faute là, bon.
Ah oui, là, c'est une faute finalement.
Et ça s'est vu, malheureusement.
El Fatou.
So painful there. Cameroonians are so unhappy. They could not believe their eyes what happened to them where they wanted to get to the final. But the Egyptians, they dropped them via penalty shootout. Courtesy of their goalkeeper, Gaba, they call him Gabaski. He was able to do so well. He did well against Cameroon. Well, that's football. At times you try your best, but it will just come out with the proper result. Cameroon really played very better football against Egypt in that game, but it didn't happen. They could not get the result to win. Penalty shut them out. And Egyptians saw them celebrating there. That's what sport can bring. It just unite everyone at that moment. Well, coming back to talk about our own football, we've talked about AFCON, third place finals, and also the final match that will be coming up tomorrow. Let's come back home. During the week on Wednesday, the MPFL match day 10 was played across different stadia in Nigeria. Well, we look at those, quickly review those games as the results came out. We have Katsina United, they defeated Sunshine Stars. Nasarawa won against Eyimba 2-1. Akwa United was 1-0 draw. You have Abia Warriors defeating Wiki Tori by 3-0. Lobby Stars, they played draw. And you have Dakada in the Southern Derby. They lost against Rivers United in Port Harcourt at the Amesiomeka Stadium there in Port Harcourt. Kano Pillars, they play goalless draw against Remo Stars. And Shooting Stars of Ibadan, they won convincingly against Heartland, 4-0. Then on Thursday, Gombe United also defeated MFM by 3-0 in their own encounter. Well, looking at the midweek result, as we just review it, and let's look at the table as it stands. The table there, we have Rivers United are still topping the table after playing 10 matches. You have Remo Stars second on the log with 20 points after 10 games. Plateau United, they won away to they won their match away, and right now they are celebrating there. They have that game is favoring them with 18 points. Rangers, Eyimba, Shooting Stars in that pecking order down to MFM on the bottom of the table. Right now they are having 6 points for 6 points from 10 matches. Heartland, Dakada, Niger Tornadoes, Katsina. The win for Gombe United has pushed them to 15th position on the log with 12 points there. And you have Abia Warriors. Abia Warriors are having 12. Lobby Stars, Sunshine Stars, Kano Pillars are now standing on 11th position, while Nasarawa United are 10th on the log. Looking at the way the table is, before we look at the match day 11. Well, but before we look at the match day 11 fixtures, let's look at the top scorers. The top scorer so far in the MPFL has been Ishak Rafiu. Ishak Rafiu has really done well for himself. Katsina United with 9 goals. He has scored 9 goals there. You have Yusuf Abdulaziz, Andy Ope, Osi Martins, and Chijoke Akuneto with 4 goals apiece for these players. Andy Ope play for Remo Stars. You have Gombe United, Yusuf Abdulaziz, and Osi Martins for Plateau. In the team that they play for. Then you have Chijoke Akuneto play for Rivers United. Those are the result. Rangers International, Osi Martins with 4 goals. Andy Ope and Akuneto 4 goals. Yusuf Abdulaziz 6 goals. Ishak Rafiu is topping the higher goal scorer with 9 goals there for match day 10 in the MPFL during the week on Wednesday, reviewing the matches results and also the table alongside the top scorers. Now we move to talk about the MPFL match day 11 that will be coming up this weekend, starting from today and on Sunday. Sunshine Stars versus Eyimba. Looking at these fixtures now, Abia Warriors will be playing their match today anyway. Abia Warriors versus Nasarawa United. You have Wiki Tories versus Enugu Rangers. Plateau United will host Rivers United in Jos. Dakada versus Kano Pillars. Remo Stars will be hosting Shooting Stars in the Southern Derby there, Southwest Derby between Remo Stars. That will be coming up in Ikene, Ogun State. Heartland versus Gombe United. Meanwhile, Akwa United will travel already. They are in Lagos. They will be facing MFM. MFM, the team that have been the crying child of all the MPFL teams. Now, Kwara United will be hosting Lobby Stars in the North Central Derby in Ilorin, while Katsina United travels to Niger Tornadoes to play their game there. Sunshine South of Akure will be hosting Eyimba International. Looking at these fixtures now, what's going to be your take at the fact that most of these games, most of these teams rather, they play during the week on Wednesday. Now they've been on the way to the venue, and some already they're already in their place of assignment, like Abia Warriors versus Nasarawa United.
Abia Warriors, Nasarawa United. I think it's going to be a very tough one for Nasarawa United, having to travel from up north down to
the
Abia,
southeast.
to the southeast. I think it's going to be tiresome for the Nasarawa boys. So I want to think that Abia Warriors, if they are able to put their games together, it's going to be a win for them.
A team here, Remo Stars.
Yes.
This seems to be the joker of this season. And really, they are pushing it. 10 games, no loss. Now they'll be facing Shooting Stars, who won the game 4-0 over the week, during the week. On Wednesday, they won their game 4-0 there. Now they'll be playing away to Remo Stars, who are yet to lose any game so far this season. How do you see? It's going to be a Southwest derby from the team from Ibadan facing the team in Ikene. Who do you see carrying the day here?
I think based on current form, Remo Stars have been up there. Their goalkeeper, I think he has managed to have very few numbers of balls picked from his net. He's in top form. And the attackers too of Remo Stars, they are really, really firing from all cylinders. For the fact that Shooting Stars whitewashed Heartland over the, during the midweek game by 4-0, I still think that all things being equal, Remo Stars will carry the day. They are on form, they are on fire. So I give it to Remo Stars.
Remo Stars on fire, really. They really surprised everyone watching the league this season. They've played 10 times without losing any game. A team that came from Nigerian National League, holding against the big boys in the MPFL. Kwara United will be traveling to Lagos. They'll be facing MFM. MFM, they are at the bottom of the table, just 6 points from 10 matches. And as it is, they have dropped so much points. They're going to be facing the defending champion Aqua United. Do you see Aqua United picking the points away?
I strongly believe that Aqua United will do what is needful to win that match, because really, just as you rightly said, MFM, they have been disappointing this season. I don't really know what is wrong with that team now, but they have not been performing optimally. So I see the defending champions, Aqua, going there to pick a victory.
And lastly, on MPFL, we look at Kwara United versus Lobby Stars. That's a North Central derby between the two teams. Lobby from Makurdi, they play at Upper Aku Stadium. They travel to Ilorin now to face Abdullahi Bifo. We know how knowledgeable when it comes to MPFL is. Yes. Abdullahi Bifo knows his onions. And grinding against Lobby Stars from the same North Central is a derby.
Yes, Abdullahi Bifo is a seasoned coach. I am not sure he's ready to lose any of his home matches. So I'm sure that he will do everything necessary for his boys to carry the day. Lobby, they are not performing badly too, but I think Kwara United will rally on home support to win this game.
Good one there. We've been looking at the MPFL Match Day 11 that will be coming up this weekend in the Nigerian Professional Football League. Well, matches will be coming from today and also tomorrow. Well, with the match on that will play on Monday between Gombe and Heartland. Well, now let's quickly move away to talk about the Women's League that also happened during the week. We'll quickly review the NWFL, Nigerian Women Football League. Matches were played across 6 different cities in Nigeria. Quickly, let's look at as it went down. Nasarawa Amazon defeated Conference with 2 goals to 0 there. Pelicans start for the 4th time this season. They won their game against against Nigeria Tels of Abuja by a lone goal. Osun Babes against Adamawa Queens. It was 1-0 in favor of Osun Babes in Osogbo. And in Group B, Rivers Angels, the defeated Sunshine Queens of Akure by 2-1 as FC Robo Queens picked 3 points at stake on the road against Royal Queens of Warri. Abia Angels, they drew goalless against Delta Queens. Nasarawa Amazon, Titilayo Aweda was able to score 2 goals in that particular match between Confluence Queens, who came visiting from Lokoja, in North Central Derby against Nasarawa Amazon. 9 goals were scored during the midweek, during the game for the NWFL. Now let's look at the way the table is standing in both Group A and in Group B. Although the table toppers, it has actually changed. Formerly it was Edo Queens that was topping, but now Nasarawa Amazon have overtaken them with just a point, 15 points ahead of Edo Queens 14, a point that drifted 2 teams after playing those matches. Nigeria Tels of Abuja are standing third there. Coming for the first time to the NWFL, they are really trying their best. They are like Remo Stars when it comes to men's football. Confluence Queens of Lokoja, Osun Babes, Adamawa Queens, Pelican Stars, for the first time, they were able to get 3 points after playing 6 matches. Pelican Stars, a very strong team back then, not now anymore. And then you have Group B, Rivers Angels, Bayelsa Queens, Delta Queens, FC Robo Queens, Sunshine Queens of Akure, and you have Royal Queens of Warri standing down the low with 4 points, alongside the Abia Angels also. They have 4 points. So 5, 6, and 7, same point. 3, 4, 10 points apiece, and you have Rivers Angels and Bayelsa Queens topping that group.
All right. I think the Women League is gradually improving, but I don't know. The Pelican Stars, they are rather disappointing this season. It used to be a very strong, formidable team those days, but I don't know what is happening. So I think it's a good one. Nasarawa, Amazons, and Rivers Angels and the rest of them, they are really doing well.
Good one there. Just looking at the women's football as they play during the week for their matches before they will go on mid-season break. The NWFL right now will be going to break till they return. We'll be giving you much more concerning that. Now, before we go on break, let's quickly look at the NNL. Yes, I'll be looking at MPFL matches, but let's quickly look at NNL match. Will be starting today, match day 1 in the 2021-2022 season for the Nigerian National League second tier. That's the second tier of Nigerian League. Quickly, we look at some matches that will be played well today. Let's look at the Northern Conference, where FWC champions will be playing against Oya Sport International. AFCC of Abuja will be hosting Zamfara United. And if you go to Group A2, the same Northern Conference now, you look at Malum Fashi against Road Safety. And you also have Green Beret, that's Nigeria Army team. They will be playing against Adamawa United. Jigawa Golden Stars will host JM Liberty in Group A2 from the Northern Conference. And in the Southern Conference, you have Van Dresser against Bende Insurance of Benin, while Osun United hosts Ekiti United in the Southwest Derby. Abeokuta Stormers versus Ibom Youths from Akwa Ibom State. And in B2, Otasolo FC, they will be on bye, they will be on standby. Sporting LC versus Go Round. You have Warri Wolves versus Abia Comment and FC1 Rocket. What's the name? FC1 Rocket versus Apex Crane. Those are the fixtures. A lot of fixtures there, but just to let you know that the NNL is back, the second tier of Nigerian League, and we just give to you there some fixtures that will be happening. Not forgetting Godoski versus J Atete. I think I love the name of these clubs. It's really very, very Nigerian, very African. Godoski.
Yes, Go Around Eagles, Van Dresser.
J Atete.
Yes, J Atete. Nice names, but I hope they play nice football. But I must say kudos to a team that I've been following online, Van Dresser, Lagos. Very organized team, and I think I have 1 or 2 players that have played with them, and the reports that we hear from that camp is that the structure of the team there is super, and we want to say kudos to them. The sky is their limit. Let them continue. To
let you know that Van Dresser is a club here in Nigeria. Right now, they are rated as 220th club in the world by FIFA statistics. That shows that really Van Dresser, despite not playing in the MPFL, play in the NNL, the second tier of our league. They have been rated so high because of organization. They are so organized that FIFA really rated them as club 220th in the world. That shows a good one there in the old NNL there. Well, good one for Van Dresa. Those features will be coming up today in the this weekend rather in the Nigerian National League, the second tier of Nigerian Football League. Now let's go on the short break to let you have a feel of some MPFL match.
When it is necessary to do so.
Yes, good to allow you enjoy some football there. Nigerian Professional Football League at its best. Good one there. Rivers United Aqua United and the teams that lost and the team that won. Good one. At least we have something to show when it comes to our league. Well, from here and there, we'll get it right. It's getting there little by little. We've been giving you analysis from MPFL Match Day 10, Match Day 11, the result, the table, the top scorers, the NWFL we looked at Match Day 7 before they went on mid-season break, and also the Nigerian National League, the second tier of our league, where teams like Vandresa, Otasolo, Jatete will be playing, not forgetting all the other teams there. Well, we'll be going straight to other teams involved in the world of sport. When it comes to sport in Nigeria, a lot of people focus on football, they focus on basketball and all that. No much credit has been given to traditional sport. Well, during the week, precisely on Monday, we showcased some young men who are really into traditional sport called Dambe. They organized a particular fight night for the sport called Dambe Fight Night here in Abuja, where fighters from Nasarawa, Kano came. They saw, they also conquered. It was a night to behold over there at the event center where it happened. Dambe Fight Night for you to enjoy.
About to go down, about to go down. Wow. What? In Sunuka, we got this one, Tian. Ladies and gentlemen, the dark guy is fucking fast, man.
We wanted to promote sports in Nigeria, and SWA Sports is a company that was founded from the passion and the love for sports in general. But there's a gap in sports in Nigeria, and we're trying to fill that gap.
How does an Igbo man with an English accent end up promoting a northern sport? It's just for a love of combat sports. My background's in kickboxing, so I've always appreciated fighting sports. And we started African Warriors Fighting Championship 3 years ago. And that just started because we saw this amazing sport in Dambe. Not enough people knowing about it.
Oh boy. Makada an fara fada.
What is this?
You're right, one
no way class in There's gone.
Wow. Small body, big engine.
Like it was
This referee get action fast with the fight.
What body shots?
Red is waiting for that. Red is waiting for the perfect You do. Never throw one stone. Come on. No, but he was poor. Oh boy. Almost see hand like mortar. These two, sorry. Wow.
Oh, damn big fight for you there. It was a fight night. I mean, just have to show it again for you to enjoy some traditional sport. How do you feel watching that?
Yes, the good thing about it is that, you know, I am a lover of African culture, and I keep telling people that whatsoever form of relaxation that is available to them in the Western world, we have our own local version. That is Dambe for you. That's Dambe, and it's purely interesting. But my only concern is that I think the organizers should take into cognizance the weight category of these fighters. Because if you look at the last fighter, he seemed twice bigger than the other. Though somebody said that the other guy had small engine, but he was really delivering the punches. So I don't know what they looked at before they matched the two of them. But it's good that we have our own traditional sports coming on board.
When we mention wrestling, when you mention UFC Ultimate Fight Championship, you have it here in Africa, in Nigeria. Just saw Dambe there. Fight night, it was a good one for fighters to showcase their talent from Kano and also from Nasarawa. They had their best. Such events will be coming up much more on Trust TV. You'll be seeing more of traditional sport being covered from our stable. Now, quickly, we'll go straight to other stories trending. A football weekend, a lot of event here and there concerning football. We've taken MPFL, NWFL, AFCON, and we'll just show you to have a glimpse of the Dambe fight. Now let's look at FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifiers. We're coming up between Nigeria and Cameroon. The first leg ended goalless in Cameroon, but the second leg will be coming up now in Abuja. That will be they'll be going for a win because we just have to win this game between Nigeria Under-17, what they call Falconet. They must go for a win against Cameroon.
Yes, they must go for win to qualify for the World Cup. And having played a goalless draw in Cameroon, I think it is now left for the Nigerian team, the Falconets, to do Nigerians proud by picking maximum points today. We wish them all the best of luck.
Nigerian Falconets Under-20 World Cup, they just have to do well or better because the first leg ended goalless, and this is home. They just have to win at home for us to go to Costa Rica World Cup there. Well, hopefully our ladies will do us proud. Coach Christopher Danjuma will make sure the ladies perform well for the Under-20. Now we talk about women football. Our Falcons are ready. They are in Cote d'Ivoire in camp ahead of their fixtures against Cote d'Ivoire Lady Elephant. Also, they will be fighting there between February 18th to 23rd. First leg in Cote d'Ivoire, while the second leg will be coming up in Nigeria. Now, from there, let's quickly move straight because our time is fast running. Let's talk about some fixtures of matches that will be coming on in Europe as we mix both Nigeria, Africa, and also the whole world together in the world of sport. Now, let's look at La Liga fixtures. Matches will be coming up in La Liga. We look at those fixtures quickly. Elche will be at home against Alaves. Mallorca hosts Cadiz, and Celta Vigo will be at home against Rayo Vallecano. Sevilla, that team seems to be doing well against Osasuna. They travel away. Valencia at the Mestalla Stadium will be playing against Real Sociedad. Barcelona against Atletico Madrid. Diego Simeone versus Xavi Hernandez. What will happen this weekend? That big match there. Real Betis versus Villarreal. Just have to be very careful with Real Betis. They can shock you at any time. Real Madrid versus Granada. Those are the fixtures for this weekend. So if you look at it, let's just pick. Let's pick Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, where Simeone versus Xavi.
Simeone versus Xavi. Both teams have not been doing too well, but I think Barcelona, with their latest inclusion, Adama Traore and probably Aubameyang, I think he's going to feature in that match. I want to see Barcelona bouncing back to winning ways, because it's been a very, very tough season for them. They've not been doing well. So I give it to Barcelona.
Okay, you are looking at Barcelona winning at Nou Camp against Atletico.
Yes.
Okay, the arrival of Adama Traore, Aubameyang into that team will give them an edge. That's what you think.
Yes.
Anyway, we wait to see what's going to happen concerning that. We just picked that match because it's the star match in the in the La Liga Santander. Now let's move away from La Liga. Let's quickly look at Italia Serie A. Matches will also be playing there. That will be a big one between two teams there. Juventus, Hellas Verona, Inter Milan versus AC Milan. That will be our focus. But quickly, let's look at the fixtures. Roma versus Genoa in the city of Rome. Mourinho and his lads, they will be hosting Genoa there. Fiorentina versus Lazio, another big match there in the city of Florence. Atalanta hosts Cagliari. Empoli travel to play against Bologna. Sassuolo play away to Sampdoria, while Venezia, the team of two Nigerians, Napoli versus Venezia. You have a Nigerian there, Tyrone Ebuehi is in Venezia. You have Osimhen in Napoli. Who are we going to support? We are going to be neutral here. Udinese, we have also Nigerians there. We have Isaac Success is there versus Torino. We have Ola Aino. And you just have to look at Hellas Verona versus Juventus. That will be another match. But our focus is on Inter Milan and AC Milan, who share the same stadium, San Siro.
It's going to be the San Siro derby, the Milan derby. But I think AC Milan, they have been nicking it this past few weeks. I think the match will tilt in favor of AC Milan. They are old, experienced bunch, and I think somehow my heart goes with AC Milan. AC Milan.
Okay, now you are looking at Pioli. That's the manager.
Yes.
You have Ibrahimovic, you have all the other players. But Inter Milan too, anytime they play the Derby d'Italia, over there at the San Siro, Giuseppe Meazza, it's always a big match, like the El Clasico of Italy. The two teams share the same stadium. They have so many things in culture, so many things in common that you just want to be like, oh, these two teams, Inter Milan, AC Milan, whenever they play, you enjoy their football. But it's always a big fight between the two teams. I recall when Obafemi Martins was there, all the Nigerians have played so far in that team called Inter Milan and AC Milan. Whenever they face each other, you'll be like, who do we support in this game?
It's always a tug of war between the two teams. But I still think
AC Milan seems to be always having an edge.
They have an edge. And with Lukaku leaving that front line, that power play is lacking in the front line. But then I think the man from this attacker,
Edin
Dzeko, is equally
a very good player.
He's equally a very good player. He has been banging in the goals, but I think with Zlatan's experience and he comes at that age, he's still playing very, very beautiful football, scoring goals from left, right, and center. I think AC Milan, they will nick it.
Standing with AC Milan there. Okay, we just have to look at other fixtures quickly. Our time is fast running. Let's go to Germany. Let's look at German Bundesliga for this weekend matches quickly. We just have to pick Borussia Dortmund versus Bayer Leverkusen. That match will be a cracker between the two teams. You have Wolfsburg against Greuther Stuttgart against Eintracht Frankfurt. Union Berlin will Taiwo Awoniyi will be scoring against Augsburg. Let's wait and see. Arminia Bielefeld hosts Borussia Mönchengladbach. Mainz 05 against Offenheim. Freiburg against Cologne. While Bayern Munich against Leipzig. RB is going to be another big match because Leipzig seems to know how to hold on to Bayern Munich. Quickly.
The star match is going to be Bayern Munich versus RB Leipzig. And even though I strongly believe that Bayern Munich will have an edge, but it's going to be tough. It's not going to be a stroll in the park for them. RB Leipzig too, they play high pressing football, and they know how to grind the results too. But then I still think Bayern Munich will carry the day.
Not forgetting that RB Leipzig used to have the coach of the current Bayern Munich coach used to be with RB Leipzig. Well, that's football. You never stay in a place forever. Now let's go to France. fixtures in France. Matches will be coming up also for this weekend. We look at Lille versus PSG. That will be the big match. Defending champion versus current leading on the table. That's PSG against Lille. Big match. Monaco versus Lyon. Will Monaco win against Lyon? Lyon defeated Olympique Marseille in their last game. Now Monaco will be playing against Lyon today, this weekend. Will they be able to change the story against Lyon? That's another match you look at. Bordeaux versus Reims. Strasbourg play away to Nantes. Those are the fixtures from the French League One. Lille versus PSG will be the star match to watch because they are defending champion and they are playing against star-studded team PSG.
Star-studded team PSG versus Lille, defending champions, is going to be a very tough cracker. It's going to be a hard nut to crack for PSG, and I think it might end in a draw. I don't want to stick my neck out, but
it could end in a draw.
It could end in a draw, a goalless draw.
A goalless draw there. Looking at PSG versus Lille. Can PSG hold their own? That takes us away from French League One as we quickly move to take two or more story before we wrap up the show. Let's look at a Nigerian who played history with Napoli in Italian Serie A. His name is Victor Osimhen. As we speak, news came out that Tottenham Hotspur are interested in the signature of this very good striker. Victor Osimhen is interesting Tottenham right now. In fact, they are making move to see him getting to join them at the end of this season.
Yes, I think it's a good one for Victor. We missed him during the AFCON. We really missed him. A very good goal poacher. He has that predatory instinct. He smells goals and he knows how to look for them. But I think by and large, if you look at the Tottenham front line, they're all ages not smiling on them anymore. Harry Kane and Firmino and the rest of them. Harry Kane and and Song, and Dele Alli has been let off there.
He's gone to Everton.
Yes, he's now in Everton. So I think it's going to be a very good move for Osimhen to come over to Tottenham Hotspur, to English Premier League, where I think one of the most exciting league in the whole world.
Good one there, Osimhen. So anywhere it can still happen. Another club can still come to hijack that particular contract. After all, he has not signed with them. Looking at Osimhen moving to Tottenham Hotspur, as they have shown interest in the very good striker from Nigeria. Now the Winter Olympic is here and has started. 6 medals will be competed for today over there in Beijing, China. For the Winter Olympics, we have Nigerians there. They will be competing also in the competition there taking place. 3,000 athletes from 96 nations are already gathered in Beijing, China, where they will be slugging it out for who will win. So this medal, that medal, silver, bronze, and gold. Hopefully Nigeria will be able to win some gold there. Now, before we go, the last one on this draw is the fact that Manchester United, they lost against Middlesbrough. I was telling a fan of Manchester United yesterday, he thought I was kidding. They should watch out for Middlesbrough. And it happened. Ronaldo missing penalty in the first half. And you look at Elanga throwing away his own penalty. It's just football you can never predict. Man United, they are out from the FA Cup. Middlesbrough at the expense of that team. Quickly.
Well, it pains as a Manchester United supporter.
That's why I brought it to be the last story.
I'm a red United fan. It hurts so much that my team will lose. Looking at the game, possession was almost 80-20, and shots on goal was in favor of Man U, but it was not just our day because we're just firing blanks. Immediately after Ronaldo lost that penalty, I knew it in my heart that it was going to be a tough hurdle for Manchester United to scale through. And at the end of the day, we lost via penalty. So painful. We're actually looking at the FA Cup as a consolation for us. Maybe we could win something after so many years.
But now it's gone.
It's gone.
Well, Manchester United fans out there, don't worry, another season is coming. We've been talking with Christopher Yedele in the studio. Good to have you join us on 360 Sport Weekend Show.
Thank you, Mr. DME. It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much once again. Well, for you out there watching 360 Sport on Trust TV, wonderful time to be with you, to have you watching the show. It has been a wonderful time once again. I am Adeni Ajishafe Sport. It's always business and fitness. Keep doing it, and thanks for watching. Well.